Hi, my name is Martha and I'm a youth worker for the London Borough of Hillingdon, and today we are going to have a slightly different skill session because we are going to be focusing on mental health. Yes, mental health. What is it? How does it affect us? All of that. So, what are mental health problems? This is a really good short video by mine to just further explain.
Mental health is just like physical health. Everybody has it and needs to look after it. You have good mental health if you're able to think, feel, and react in the ways that you need and want. You might need support with your mental health if you are finding the way you're thinking, feeling, or reacting is more difficult or even impossible to cope with. This might be because of things that are happening in your life right now. A traumatic event may affect your mental health in a big way too, even years later. We are all different. Everybody experiences a huge variety of feelings, thoughts and emotions as part of their normal life. But how and when we have them can be really different depending on who we are. Some of us can find these harder to cope with. This can be because of our upbringing and childhood, past experiences, or the things happening in our lives right now. That's why it's important that only you, someone who knows you really well, or someone who is qualified, gets to say when you need help. If your feelings, thoughts, and reactions are getting in the way of how you want to live, if you feel things aren't right, if you feel like you need help, you can ask.
Oh, it cut out quite quickly. But that was just a little introduction into what is mental health and what are mental health problems. Okay, so we talk about mental health a lot, right? People talk about low mood and they talk about anxiety, but there is mental health beyond those things, and sometimes it can be really difficult to destigmatize or just talk about that. Yes, we all have periods where life seems harder, but if this is really deeply affecting your ability to get on with your day, it can really impact your quality of life, and it's a good sign that it's time to reach out. So if you've tried the apps, if you tried Headspace and Calm and all of that, then you've spoken to your friends and you've spoken to a carer or an adult or a guardian, and there's nothing that you can do that has changed your situation or how you're feeling or how you're thinking, where do you go from there? So it can be difficult to know what to do next, where to go, where to turn to, how can you access extra support. So this presentation is really about that. It's about the step beyond helping yourself. Like, what can you do when the things you're doing to look after yourself and your mental health and your well-being aren't working? Where do you turn to? So let's look at the figures. So 1 in 6 children aged 5 to 16 are likely to have a mental health problem. 50% of all mental health problems start by the age of 14. 17 to 22-year-old women are the most at-risk group of developing a mental health problem, and 75% of young people with mental health problems aren't getting the help they need. I think I read that in the past 3 years, young people are 50% more likely to have a mental health problem. So it's something that's really common, but it can be difficult to figure out what to do, especially when you're a young person and you've got so much going on in your life and it's already a very turbulent period of life. So the first resource I found was Kooth. Now, Kooth is an app that you can sign up for, and it is primarily somewhere where you can speak to somebody. So I think up to 10 p.m. you can get in touch with, up to 10 p.m. at night, you can get in touch with one of their counsellors. So this is available for 11 to 24-year-olds. They have discussion boards, they have a magazine, they have articles. So the free counselling, you can access it up to 10 p.m. They have a little journal and a mood tracker there, and they have other tools that can help you. So for the magazines, you can read about how, your problems, other people might have experienced what you're going through and what they did to help them. Or you could write about how you're feeling and what's helped you and just share all these resources and learn from one another. So Youth Access is another resource. It is an online directory created specifically for young people to help you find free local counselling, or you can use their directory to find advice and information. So their website is really strongly about youth advocacy and being in charge of your well-being, and they really they really empower young people to make informed decisions about their care, and how the mental health services run and what is available to you and what choices you have. So that's really good resources, and obviously there's free local services, free counselling. So if you've tried the Youth Access or you've tried Kooth and you've tried to get counselling, it can be, with Kooth you are pretty much immediately, you get to speak to somebody. Youth Access, because of COVID, there might not just be something locally available to you. So what next? So this is when you would want to think, or even beforehand, think about talking to your doctor, talking to your GP. But if you've never spoken to your GP about your mental health before, how do you do that? So Talk Ready is a website. It's a digital tool that helps young people prepare and make the most out of mental health related GP visits. So it essentially helps you in planning what you're going to say and knowing what to expect. And you can also use it to record the outcomes of the appointments. So if you see on the left, it has a bunch of different FAQs on their website. So what kind of GP help with, how to find a GP, what will happen, what are your rights, confidentiality, and getting the most out of your appointment. Obviously, when you go to the GP, the appointments are 10 minutes long. It's not a lot of time. So this tool can really help you narrow down the key topics you want to talk about, how it's affecting your everyday life. And it has a really helpful prompt where they have different sections. So I don't know, like relationships, you can see here, or sleep, or eating habits, or self-esteem. And then if you click on them, it gives you kind of like a chart. Like, I keep arguing with my friends and family, I can't face seeing people, I find it hard to talk about how I'm feeling, or I don't think anybody understands me. And then you just click which ones are applicable to you. And you can do this with all the topics, and then at the end it gives you a checklist. So at least then you have a list of something like a ready list that you have to take to the GP, so you don't feel like you're so much on the spot, which I thought was very good. Oh, there's a missing slide. Okay, and Mind. So Mind, if you don't know, is a charity for mental health. They advocate for everybody of all ages, but they do have a really an excellent feature. Well, their website is just really good, and they do a lot. They have a lot of guides, and they really break down things that if you are maybe in the mental health system. They talk about, mental health beyond depression, anxiety. They talk about how to talk to your doctor again, understanding CAMS. What is CAMS? What is it like to be hospitalized? What to do if you're transitioning out of the young people and children's mental health services, how to access adult services. So it's just really something good to have on board, because they can really support you every step of the way, and as you age out of children and youth services. And it breaks down everything. There are guides, there are personal accounts, there are, I think on their website they feature, say if you take medication, for example, they feature like how to talk about medication, what are the symptoms, what are your choices when it comes to medication. It's just great, it's really good. And lastly, what to do if you are experiencing a crisis or need immediate help. So if you do need immediate help, then I would suggest, you can see here the main three choices are, Childline, the Samaritans, or the emergency services. So Childline is for children young people under 19. So they can really help with anything you're going through. They have online chat, they have telephone line, it's free, it's confidential, 24 hours of the day. Then there are the Samaritans. This is for if you're in a crisis, but not only for that, if you just really need somebody to talk to, if you need a safe space, you just need to talk. Samaritans, again, free, 24 hours, day and night. Then we have the emergency services, obviously 999. So if you are concerned about your life or somebody else's life, if there is some danger, or if that danger is a threat to you or it's yourself. So it says here, if there is a risk or threat to someone's safety, or if someone is at risk of suicide, then the emergency services might be able to help you, especially if you don't know where somebody you care about is. They can help you track them down, they can help in that situation. So these are the numbers if you need immediate help. So that is the presentation for today. A bit different from what we normally do, but I guess it's key information that needs to be out there. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.